to the time when you slipped right into my life and made a deal with God I can't see. I can't envision myself without you, but I can't find the time to escape this mess I made. Why can't you leave my self-fiction? Why can't I get a break from this? I can't. And so I leave myself and my dreams dead. 'Cause I'll never get it back. Why can't you love someone as you should be? Why can't you love someone forever? Why can't you love someone around never come around this place anymore? Oh, I don't know. Your vision finds me again as I lose control of what I never had in my hands. It could be so much more believable if you would give me a piece of your mind. Why can't you leave my self-fiction? Why can't I get a break from this? I can't. And so I leave myself and my dreams dead. 'Cause I'll never get it back. Why can't you love someone as you should be? Why can't you love someone forever? Why can't you love someone around never come around this place anymore? Oh, I don't know.
Well, I don't know what I've been told, but I know I don't want to leave this place at all. You're listening to the musical stylings of the two-time world champion that is dog playing Tetris, also known as Michael Kahn, under his pseudonym for his musical talents. He's done a wonderful job, and again, thank him each and every week for allowing us to play his song for the theme of the Best of 99. This is season number 4. It is Jeff. It is Sharky, the two-time champion of the Best of 99 series. Mr. Jeff Moore, unfortunately, has been defeated. The charismatic and enigmatic Sharky on the right there has done it. He has claimed victory last week. Total of 61 wins on the season, and that leads us to tonight, where the potential is there for him to take the next 5 away, which could potentially be the new all-time record, and that will leave us to wonder what could he do to go maybe even further than that. And as always, I have the gaming legend, Lifetime Achievement Award winner, Dr. Mario Organizer, and most importantly, big time fan of the Skyline Diner. R.I.P. It is Mr. Chris Bidwell. Chris, good evening to you, my friend. Oh, there you are.
Hey, hi, Mr. King. How are you this Sunday late evening, late afternoon, early evening? A little
Well,
weird to
kind of.
be having the sun out for this, you know?
It is, yeah. I looked out and I'm like, wow, it's sunny still, and on a different day too. We're on Sunday here. We had to do a little
Mhm.
cancellation on our usual Wednesday time slot, but that's okay, right? Subject to change, as we've said in the
Yep.
schedule each and every week. But it's nice to have a chance for us to hang out on a Sunday night. We got the football games going on. I know Bidwell watching the Chiefs and Bengals very intently. I was
Very.
unfortunately the victim of the Mets falling today to the Phillies in walk-up fashion. So certainly the team's in trouble as the end of the season comes around. But we're at the end of the season here for the best of 99, Chris.
Oh
And
yeah.
what a season it's been. Records all over the place.
And this week, if Sharky can just pull off a 5-4 victory, he will take that wins record, best of 99, with his 66th victory. On top of that, Jeff Moore's looking to get his fourth max out to tie his record, which we'll clarify here in a bit. And just all around fantastic play. Last week, a week and a half ago now, that was the best round of this entire 4 years of this series. Just every game going to transition, every game going deep into transition. Jeff only getting the one victory, but he pushed Sharky as far as you could theoretically push him. And just outstanding touchers from both players. And I think with little different Sunday energy, maybe we can repeat that or even top that. Let's find out.
Certainly, we're going to find out, as Chris alluded to, King had to go fact check a few things as we're getting the stats ready for the finale this coming Wednesday. I have misspoken all season long. I thought Jeff only had 3 max outs, but we've gone back and do the calculations and making sure everything is nice and tidy for a nice presentation on Wednesday night. We found that Jeff actually had 4 maxes, and he did it against Ben Mullen in season 2. He had 2 in one night, so that's the thing that kind of threw me off. I didn't remember that he had 2 in one night, but certainly that was also one of the nights that he has the highest score in the series. He has 1,087,000, which Sharky has come close to try to break a couple of times. So again, another goal for Sharky there. Bidwell, he's been saying he wants to get that 1.1, and Shark is a very determined young man. I think he's going to bring the A game tonight. He wants to finish strong because we know we're just a few weeks away. Jonas Cup right around the corner.
And we're probably going to talk about the Jonas Cup. It's a week and a half away now. I'm leaving town in a week and a half. I'll be in Portland on Wednesday night, set up Thursday and Friday, and we're going to have everybody come in. And it's my last big Tetris trip of the year, so I want to end this all off with a bang. And Sharky's going to be one of those players who has the potential to take it all, and you're going to see him doing his warm-up run tonight and Wednesday night.
Oh, certainly, yeah. 2 weeks from tonight, Bidwell, at this time exactly, about 7 o'clock Eastern. It'll be 4 p.m. Pacific. We'll probably be crowning the first ever Jonas Cup champion. I can't wait. This is a very exciting time. And also very exciting is that we'll go over the usual house rules that we always do before we get our match started. Best of 99 house rules go like this. Players will start on level 18 only because they're pros. Players will restart the match if they top out at under 100,000 points. That is the Louis Scuey rule that we put in. So you'll see that. Although players have not really been doing too much crashing and burning under the 100K. I think you'll be very surprised when you see the stats on Wednesday, Bidwell. You'll be very surprised, like, wow, this is all-time great stuff here. Morning games is at the discretion of the player. We've seen Sharky utilize that to his advantage to get those max outs. And 9 games will be played each round over an 11-week period, which is what we've been doing. So you can see the entire rounds, that the stats, the results, whatever you want to call it, they're all there. Jeff started off great, 5-4 win over Sharky, and then Sharky's run roughshod the rest of the way. He's not lost a set since then, including a 9-0 drubbing of Jeff back in round 4. Last week, as Bidwell mentioned, the 8-1 win for Shark. He's got back-to-back 8-1s, but it didn't feel like an 8-1. It really was a slugfest. Both of them were going toe-to-toe, and including that double max-out game, Bidwell, that Sharky just pulled it out at the end to claim victory. You'll see that tonight is round number 10, as we've accommodated. Again, canceled this past Wednesday for this Sunday. And then the big finale, Bidwell, it is this Wednesday, September the 18th, and it is confirmed for all you fans out there. Chris Tang, the first ever Lifetime Achievement Award winner, will join us for the finale, and I can't wait.
Baby, let's go.
Well, before we go there, Bidwell, we have to do the honors one last time, perhaps. It's some facts. Keys to victory. They need to know what they got to do tonight.
Keep the glasses on, Jeff Moore. Those Clark Kent glasses were extremely effective last week in everything except for the win total, but I think I saw a sneak peek, and he does have them on again tonight, so that'll definitely help. And he needs that max out magic number. I think that's technically 2 to break, but You know what? You talked about him getting 2 in that season against Ben. So if he gets 2 tonight, he'll break his record tonight. So, maybe all the records go down tonight. And we'll just have a party on Wednesday. Sharky, just be you, man. Last week was so amazing all around. You took everything that Jeff had, you topped it on all but one of those games. Consistent transition, consistent post-transition play, a lot of games into 29. And if you just get those 5 wins, if you just take a regular old 5-4 series win tonight, you will own that glorious 66 win record in best of 99.
Well said there, Bidwell. So those are the keys to victory from our Lifetime Achievement Award winner. And hopefully our players will be adhering to them if they want to claim victory. So there are the heroes, Bidwell. They are live and in living color for you as we get set for another round. Don't commentate curse the Maxes for Sharky. He's a superstitious young man. We will do our best, Sharky, but sometimes
Lordy.
it is unavoidable. Unlike the seed that is about to come in, the seed for tonight, players, as they will play with the same P sequence, will be 8A, like Apple. So it's 8, the number 8. A for Apple, 74, 75. A couple of good years there, Bidwell.
Yeah. Big Red Machine era.
The legendary Jeff says, Dat Boy 1991. Welcome in. Hopefully you'll be enjoying a lot of great Tetris action. The legend on the left, the superstar on the right. Both will be at Jonas Cup. Both preparing to make great runs and maybe make history to become the inaugural champion. They're getting their final reps in. Can't wait to interview them on Wednesday, Bidwell, just to get their thoughts on this whole entire season.
This has just been one big fun season. I mean, yeah, it's a little more intense, I think, with Sharky here, but it's still been fun because you kind of wonder if players get a little too intense sometimes. It's become kind of a job, but both these players have kept the attitude just right, and I think the Tetris gameplay has shown through with those attitudes.
So
got readies here from Jeff.
Yeah, we're just waiting on a ready from the Shark. Maybe having a last-minute chat with a few people. He's a very busy young man there, Bidwell. He's got so much on his plate. I don't know how he managed to do it, but he has the ready now. It's game time. Bidwell, this is game number 82. We're coming to the home stretch. 82 to 90 will be played this evening. Go ahead and get us started.
Game number 82, let's avoid the flu in 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
Avoid the flu. That's a good one, Bidwell. I like it.
It
is that season. It is that season.
Get your flu shots, kids.
L and the Z to start for players, so we have the same P sequence entered, Bidwell. Yeah, you see Sharky not happy with that.
Sharky's just like, yeah. Either the pun or the gameplay, but either way, he's got it under control. First Tetris for Jeff. And nice clean starts. Yep.
Yeah, as we intently wait to see where they go. One thing you mentioned, Bidwell, is that the false starts are at a minimum during the season. A little bit of an early shift there for the Shark, but if he gets a T, lovely spin set will not get it right away. But the false starts have been at a minimum. They're basically non-existent when these two players have been going at it, and I think that it may be expected going forward in this series. Every year, we up the ante with the player that comes in, and it just seems like the number of top outs are just less and less each time.
Maybe we expand that rule to how to get the transition or something more extreme. Maybe that's a little too far-fetched, but maybe that 100,000 point difference won't really much of a rule. But Sharky is in trouble early, does clear it up to get the Tetris, to get back to safety, and we are official now, 104-167. Jeff Moore with the lead, 33 lines in.
It'll be interesting to see how Jeff does on a different night, as he's not normally streaming on the weekend. It's usually family time for him, but obviously we're doing the makeup game from our usual time slot for Wednesday. I think Jeff may be coming in more relaxed, Bidwell, right? Usually, like on a Wednesday night, he's coming home from work, and then you got to kind of unwind there, and then you got kids to deal with, and figure out what's for dinner. It's Sunday, right? He had that nice Sunday morning. You can sleep in a little bit if the kids let you, right?
Not sure if Jeff does the Raiders fandom, because they're, that's kind of one of those franchises. Even though they're in Las Vegas, they kind of represent a lot of the West Coast area. But they did get that upset win earlier today. So if he enjoyed that, then maybe he's feeling good. Sharky, though, playing one off the bottom and a little behind here, so he's looking to feel good after he gets this cleaned up.
Yeah, Sharky more of a night owl, so to speak. Bidwell, I know he likes to keep late hours. He's very busy, as mentioned. He's been doing a lot of the YouTube editing. Just finished doing the World Championship edit for the YouTube, which was a success. So thank Sharky again for all his hard work, along with Vince, to put that together, to get that nice polished version out for the fans that may have not watched it live. And I know he's gonna be hard at work doing some more stuff, and he's got a lot of things on his mind with Jonas Cup coming up. Bidwell, I think, a lot of pressure on that young man to do well, and I think the training for the best of 99 will suit him. As we've seen, his consistency has been really good, and when we do the stats on Wednesday, you'll get to see just how good he really is.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that. But Jeff's maintaining that slightly over a Tetris lead this whole time we've been talking, 292 to 283, so now it's shrunk to a half Tetris. Sharky not in quite a position yet. 1 Mino short, couldn't score with that line. Looking to score with the next one. Jeff back into safety, so real good game one. Both players are in the groove again, continuing from last week's trend. Love to see it.
See the Shark taking a look at the score check in there. He wants to see how far ahead is Jeff in the count, making sure that he can stay with him. We're at the Joey Parker turn for game number one. Things will start heating up in the next 20 plus lines as we get set for the transition, and that's where the speed will increase, and players are going to need to have their fingers ready to handle it.
Jeff playing this game one great, 410 through 110 lines. You don't say the P word around here.
Well, at least not for Jeff.
No.
He may get mad at you, Bidwell, if we commentate a curse. Already, Sharky has warned us.
But still that Tetris deficit. Simul Tetris there, 457, 425. But 19 has been the difference maker. Sharky with that, his quick tapping ability has made his level 19 game elite for DAS play. And that's been the difference this whole series.
Oh, nice. I like that from Jeff. He saw the S coming. He moved the long bar all the way over. Allow for the S to sit. He'll transition at 528. Sharky's at 497. Here we go, Bidwell. First game of the night. Jeff usually has been pretty stellar on game one, and then Sharky runs roughshot. Let's see how it goes.
So Sharky having the first issue in level 19. Nothing too severe. It's just going to cost him some burns. But that lead's going to increase for Jeff. Tetris for Jeff, 582, 507s. That lead is increasing. Now it's 2.5 to 3 Tetrises. Both players got that transition. They're in the groove with the speed change. Away we go, King.
Yeah, Jeff is grooving and moving his own way. 634 for him, 559 for the Shark. Plenty
So
of
now he's
games
going to say
to
we
go.
should have had all the games at local time earlier. Quick tap for Sharky. You can see him with the body English to get that piece over. 666, 592. Still 2.5 Tetris lead. Little misplay from Sharky. Another couple burns will clean that up. Jeff, knowing he has the lead, takes the safe play.
Yeah,
1 Mino short for Jeff's going to take the triple again. When you know you have the lead, you're a little more apt to take the little slightly safer play to keep your board low.
You can see the quick taps already coming for Sharky. They work out. Gets the right open just in time for the Tetris to go to 632. Jeff at 711. Stopping for a Slurpee while he gets another Tetris to go to 741. He's feeling it. Bidwell. He's looking good.
Fantastic game one from Jeff Moore. Sharky just sliding farther and farther behind. Now it's 80,000 points, 746, 665. Level 24. Jeff has played a mistake-free 19 so far. Knocks down another Tetris. Jeff Moore, 782, 700,000. Great game one, King.
Yeah, no, this is excellent. Sharky gets those pieces over, gets the long bar for the score. Adjustment of the L. Beautifully done. He will not go for the tuck. He goes with the spin of the bar for the score.
Yes. Close it up. 822, 769.
Hey now. Usually, Bidwell, we've seen Jeff ahead in the line count most of the time, where Sharky can play back a beautiful Z-spin from Jeff. But this time, they're pretty much even in the line count. It's going to come down to the wire for game number one already.
You see Sharky with the little more aggressive play. Knowing he's behind, he's utilizing those quick taps. Jeff again with some safety burns. Needs to build out the right. Yep, gets it down. 900,000 for Jeff Moore, level 28. 853, level 28 for Sharky. There's a Tetris for Sharky. Tetris for Jeff. Sharky might have to set up a 29 Tetris here. Ooh, missed drop for Jeff, though. Oh, no, King. This could be the door open for Sharky. He gets one Tetris. Oh, there it is, 924. Jeff Moore going to take game one. We'll finish that with 942, so the one Tetris difference in the end. Fantastic.
Unbelievable. Tremendous job. Jeff had to go all out on that 19-29 because the Shark was chasing him pretty closely. Jeff, with those aggressive scores along the way, give him the opportunity to take that first one and just edge out Sharky. Sharky just kind of ran out of time at the end. I think, you know, if he had the opportunity, or maybe the P sequence worked out in his favor, he would have waited to set up for one more. But there you go. Jeff on the board to start. But as we said, Bidwell, that kind of happened recently in the last one too, and Sharky won the next 8. So we'll see if Jeff can break the streak.
Ready from Jeff. Sharky will be ready in a moment. Jeff was ahead by 80,000 points, and Sharky roared back and made it a game. He was only a Tetris behind when he hit 29.
So you can see how important that 19-29 play is, Bidwell, but even more important is that 18 play. Usually Sharky gets those 500 at least, you know, transitions. He came up short. Jeff had like a 520 and change, and basically that was the difference. Larva's here. Did I say her name? She appeared. Oh wow. We're ready to count them down, Bidwell. Let's go to game number 83, which is game number 2 tonight.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
Boom! What a matchup. That's coming over on YouTube from our friend Chris Tang is here. And we'll get Chris live calling the match this coming Wednesday, Bidwell. I'm very excited.
Expect echoes, expect booms, expect intensity. A little preview for Jonas Cup coming up.
Yeah, I'm really excited for the Jonas Cup and to let people know. Maybe they're not up in the know. We'll talk about it during the break, but we have a nice little Jonas Cup special that we'll be doing, Bidwell, this coming Friday as part of the Friday Night Fight series that I host on the Cross Tetris channel and networks. We're bringing War Games back, Bidwell. Oh my word, everybody loves War Games. 4v4 action, but this time a DAS installment. where you're going to get some of the top contenders of the Jonas Cup participating. You'll see Sharky leading a team consisting of Fractal, Blue Scooty, and the AV Geek, taking on the team consisting of Dog, leading the pack with Pixel Andy, with Matt Martin, and Mari. That should be an intense matchup.
Petrominos will fly. Wow, Jeff Moore getting that bar over to the left at that height.
It's crazy.
That was maybe not even completely necessary, but it did the trick. Both players have passed 100,000 points. But Jeff's feeling it. If he knows if he has confidence in playing pieces that high. 147, 146. If you want to break out the necks, why not? The season's running short. Abuse those graphics. As soon as I say that, Jeff takes a 193, 150 lead.
Man, we can flash it just for you, Bidwell. Why not, right? I mean,
Sure.
It's within a range, right? We're within a striking. As you can see, Sharky not happy with some of the placements and the misdrops he's been mentioning. Just having some struggles early on. The P sequence that's coming in for him is so bad. The board cannot accommodate those S's that he was handling, but he found a way to work through them. He throws that L over like it's nothing, leaves the well open. He gets a Tetris. Smart moves by the Shark there. I think regular DAS players, Bidwell, there's no way they're getting that L over. They're not even trying to. If they attempted, 9 times out of 10, it's probably going to hang. Not for him.
Jeff Moore, though, 253, 193. With the lead again at 18. This is kind of how the last game played out. The 19 difference was not enough for Sharky to overcome in game 1. Flirting a little higher. Maybe he's feeling a little good about himself here. Gets the line down. 325, 286. Jeff Moore in the lead. Interesting play there. He could have gone Tetris ready with that line. Decides to move it over and filled another dependency. Now Jeff's in cleanup mode as Sharky's going to now take the lead 333, 329.
I like these placements from Jeff. At first, I thought he was going to look to burn out a double, but then he decided to make that long bar placement over to the right side to allow him to continue the burn sequence. It's just going to be a little short of a dirty Tetris there. He could have set up for it, but can't blame him for playing a little safely. Still has some digging to do at 345, 101 lines in. Sharky at 360, 104 lines in. I guess let's throw the neck and necks now, Bidwell. Here we go.
There we go, for reals.
For realsies now. And Bidwell, I wanted to go into the archive to take a look here as we talk about false starts and early top outs and such. Currently, if we go back to round number 8, 2 rounds ago, Sharky had 1 false start. But if we go back to last week, no false starts. So we're at least 12 for 12 going back to the last time we played.
Amazing percentages. We're going to see those next week, but that's Sharky's game, though. He's at the top of the board at 18. He's squeezing out every point possible, waiting to the absolute last minute to burn. And he's ahead by a half Tetris, 477, 463, as transitions are imminent. Ooh.
The J for Sharky.
Get into safety.
Yeah, get the Tetris in, but now he's got work to do to and
Jeff
also.
Heads up.
Wow. Both of them 2 different misdrops, but at least Sharky's was on 18 before the transition. Jeff's on already 19. He's going to have to figure this out. And he's doing it, Bidwell. And he did it. Oh, yes. How did Jeff do it? $4.99 triple in the middle for Jeff. Will go to 505. Sharky at 564. He's got a nice comfortable lead at the moment. He's on level 21. Jeff on level 20. Bidwell, survival from both. Excellent.
Yeah, interesting that Jeff's behind in pace. That's a little bit different from what we're used to seeing in this series.
They're going to get those pieces over to the left side, you know. He has a little quick tap in him too, Bidwell, but that dash control of his allows him to just get it over like it's nothing.
The big difference in the player demeanors when they pull off those moves. Sharky, you can see it in his body language every time he makes a move like that. Jeff Moore kind of goes back and forth a little bit.
It's kind of interesting.
But now Jeff's in cleanup mode here.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting how he placed the long bar over to that left side. It's a little awkward. Jeffson, this is a really awkward board for him. And I think that's not going to get much further. We'll see. Yeah.
Oh, that's...
And that will do it. Jeff at 578 is going to top out. Shark at 7-1. The mullen is yours. A max out. Number 13 potentially on the docket. Let him move and groove. We'll give him his score. We are tied 1-1 now, Bidwell. And as we have said before, this could be the beginning of that trend where the Shark just goes off and running and might not be able to be stopped.
Yeah, the 900K being the warm-up game. That's Sharky in 2024.
Oh, that's so true.
Currently...
I was going to say,
7 Tetris away.
I was going to say, what's your usual warm-up game, Bidwell? In 2024.
7.
Would you? Let me ask you this question, Bidwell. Would you at least be able to win the Simply tournament?
Is that the no spin? Just a... Sharky here. 3 away? Okay, he's going to need something at 29. That's going to be 36,000. So he's going to set up a column 9 build. That's getting a little high. It's going to be rough. He won't even get the first line to get it, but that would have been short anyway. But great game there, Sharky, to tie that up. Still looking.
All right, so
expand that record.
Oh, of course, yeah. No, Shark will need a minute, so we'll allow him to take some time to go and do what he needs to do. But we're tied up at 1, Bidwell, so 2 good games. You know, obviously number 1 was excellent. A couple of 900K games. Just add that further to the stats. Why not? And then game number 2, Sharky taking it to near 29, 951 for him. So back-to-back 900s. He'll just keep adding to his wonderful stat that we'll take a look at on Wednesday night. Jeff, 578, probably wondering what could have been done differently there. A lot of misdrops for him on 19. That bad misdrop in the beginning, Bidwell on 19, put him behind the 8 ball right off the bat. He did recover and was able to clean, but then another early shift on 22 is where that started to crumble for him.
It's so difficult when you lose that control at 19, and then you're just busy trying to clean up, and then the mistakes start to pile up on one another. He did survive to 23 though, but Sharky was well ahead at that point. So probably playing aggressive was maybe the right answer, just didn't work out. But look at that 1,000,000-point score on the warm-up board for Jeff.
Although he might tell you, oh, that was from like 2 weeks ago.
Right. Leaves his Nintendo on. Show everybody.
Jeff, you'd like to confirm, was that max out score from today, or is that like your usual, I didn't turn the Nintendo off for like 2 weeks? Inquiring minds want to know. I guess while we wait for the Shark here, Bidwell, we can promote a couple of things. Find what I'm looking for. Let's promote a couple of things here, Bidwell. We've got first of all, again, thanks to Michael Kahn for allowing us to use his song for the theme of the Best of 99, Leave Someone. It's a new single out from him, available now on YouTube and Spotify. You can follow him at youtube.com/@dogplayingtetris. That's his pseudonym for his musical career. Michael Kahn is an outstanding performer, and we've seen him do live shows here on the Classic Tetris channel, so we appreciate him to allow us to do all that. We have this one coming up, Bidwell. This is the Stillwater Showdown. It'll be happening October 25th to 26th in Stillwater, Oklahoma. This one is a Classic Tetris event being hosted by the Blue Scooty and family. So they're going to be out over at the Lexicon event that is happening in Stillwater. If you're around that area and you'd like to go ahead and participate, entry is free to Lexicon. So you can go find out more information and visit stillwater.org/lexicon. On Friday, Bidwell, they'll have some open qualifiers for those that don't want to do the online version. And on Saturday, they'll have tournament play from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. for their open tournament. And then I was told recently that Sunday they'll be doing a DAS tournament as well. So if you want to hang out for all 3 days in Stillwater, it's a great town, I'm sure. You can go check it out for more information. High score challenge will be taking place in Q&A panel, Bidwell. Look at those names that are going to be. You can ask questions and get answers from Miles the Great, Dog Playing Tetris, Pixelandia, and Blue Scooty himself. Wow.
That's awesome. We kind of had a dearth of competition out in those Plain States areas. So we finally hit KC last year, and now we're in Oklahoma. Maybe we can make our way up to Denver eventually. So Classic Tetris is spreading all over.
And we're going to spread on all over to this Friday, Bidwell. This is huge, huge news. The Jonas Cup preview special will be happening this Friday night on our usual Friday nights channel with the Classic Tetris channel. Team Dog versus Team Sharky. They're going to play War Games. If you have not seen the War Games event, this is intense. This is crazy. This is fierce. It's going to be DAS. This is a DAS-only War Games, and the teams are set. Team Dog, led by the captain himself, two-time world champion, Dog Playing Tetris, will lead the squadron of Pixelandia, Matt Martin, and Mari. They'll go 4v4 against Team Sharky. He leads the pack with Fractal, Blue Scooty, and the AV Geek. Bidwell, these are players that certainly have a great chance at having big runs at the Jonas Cup, including the names that I've mentioned. The two in the middle right there could potentially be a final if it all works out that way in bracket play.
That's a strong open group, let alone DAS group. So that's going to be a fun night. Can't wait to see the chair shots and Minos fly on Friday.
As long as nobody tries to burn the other, I think we'll be okay.
Yep.
All right, the Shark has returned, so we are ready to go for our game number 3. Players, make sure you have incremented your seed. Jeffrey is ready to go. Sharky is working on floor 4. It's a very difficult mode, I'm not going to lie.
Difficult to say, let alone play.
It's even worse than Shelly sells she-shells by the seashore.
Mm-hmm.
They are ready, Bidwell, so let's go ahead. We got game number 3 coming up.
Game number 84 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
J and the L are confirmed as our starting pieces, and they're off and running, Bidwell.
What better pieces than J and L to start? Not really. No press down again by Jeff. Trying to play the little more conservative and just being super aggressive, waiting for that very last moment to burn. Takes the triple, of course, before he takes his first Tetris. Sharky waits the entire out with only a single burn. Emerald Tetris there for the second. Well, I guess nope. Misspoke. Jeff does have 3 now. Jeff Moore.
See Crafty Kim in the background there, Bidwell.
Mm-hmm. Haven't seen a Crafty Kiddo appearance yet.
Oh,
I'm sure they're
they're-
around.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm sure
oh,
they're-
Sharky. Sharky's going to get a false start. That's 5-yard penalty.
52,000 was the score for Shark. That is under the 100K threshold, so we will redo game number 3 as per the rules. So Jeffrey, you may go ahead and top out. And look at him, Bidwell. He's probably like, oh, come on, man. I'm having a good game. I'm having a good
He's
game.
pretty much-
here."
Pretty much perfect.
So again, Jeffrey, Sharky has topped out, so we'll ask for you to top out. And we will redo game number 3. It is under the 100K threshold.
Oh. We have a childless household at the
Ooh.
Jeff Moore house this evening.
Hey now.
As a married man of 17 years, I can appreciate those evenings.
Indeed. After this, it's going to be date night for the two of them. You know it.
Well, Jeff's already scored 1 win tonight, so don't want to give a final score here. But we have 2 readies here. We're going to do game 3 Mark II here in 3, 2, 1 Tetris.
And thank you, Monthly Touches of the Raid Party of 8. Very kind of you to do that. We are here. It is the best of 99. It's round number 10. It's Jeff. It's Sharky. They are finishing it out. We got one more round to go. It'll happen this Wednesday, September the 18th. We'll have Chris Tang in the house. He will be on the comms to call the final round as we get set for the Jonas Cup. 12 players will be attending the tournament. Hopefully, Bidwell, maybe we'll see a few other surprise players show up. You know, registration is still open for those that would like to go. You use the exclamation point Jonas in the Twitch and the YouTube. You'll find the registration link and you go ahead and register. It's $50 registration fee to enter the tournament. We have some side events going on Friday night with Mind Meld and the Tetris Relay races. And maybe some other shenanigans that might be happening that night, Bidwell.
We're going to call that a shenanigan Tetris by Sharky there with setting up the Vits but filling it with squares anyway and still scoring. The man just creates points everywhere he goes, no matter where, whatever danger he's in, and he does pass that threshold. So we do have an official game now for game 3.
The Shark filling out his
Jeff.
left side.
Jeff, pretty no drama here until I mentioned that there's no drama in early shifts. It's good to see Jeff do that, because when I do that, I'm mad at myself. I'm saying curse words, and he just shrugs it off and fixes the problem and moves on. That's the champion way of handling things.
Correct.
Not being a whiny brat like me.
Right. Screaming at the screen and throwing your controller around. Yeah,
I'm a little old for that, but yeah, it's not. I'm not pleasant. But Sharky has taken the lead, though, 199-175 with those slight missteps from Jeff. But no problem, and I like the double tuck there to create the dependency and fill it in because he saw the next piece.
Yeah, no, that's beautiful. That's the eyes of a champion. And I have to agree with you, Bidwell. Jeff putting away the Superman cape and putting on the Clark Kent glasses seems to really work out for him. So I'm wondering if over the course of the series he maybe had to go get his eyes checked. You know, he was complaining that he was having trouble seeing some of the placements he was making, including that one game where he was rocking and rolling, and then he went with a long bar flat that was on a 3
on a
wide.
5 wide.
Yeah, it
Or
was
no, 3. That's right.
Yeah, it was a 3 instead of the 4, and that left him overhanging it, and he couldn't burn, and led to a bad top out. And that's why he's like, I thought I saw something different. And ever since then, seems he's turned things around with his gameplay.
So Sharky in cleanup mode here fills it in with a spin. He's at 341. Say next Tetris for Jeff would tie that up, but now it's a 1.5 Tetris deficit. 344, 364. And just saying that Jeff playing with Google glasses, giving him hints. I doubt that.
Would be pretty cool though.
I don't think StackRabbit could communicate that quickly and then you'd be able to transmit that information into the proper play. It's a dirty setup here for Sharky. Keeping it open.
Well, what a shot, Bidwell. The bar doesn't come until finally there it is, but how many lines did that take? He's going to try it again.
I mean, every time I try this, it's disaster. But that's the difference between me and Sharky. Oh, among several differences. That's the major differences. He's good at this game, and I'm mediocre.
Oh,
443, 441. That's neck alert time.
You're being
Especially
too kind.
7 lines.
You're being too kind about yourself, Bidwell, calling yourself mediocre. I mean, it's, you did make the Kaka crew for 2023, I think it was.
Honored?
Oh yeah, you're on there. You're in the inaugural class. You and Vince.
Wow. Vince is maxed out. That's a pretty harsh Kaka standard. 534, 510. Sharky with the line disadvantage here. That's, again, unusual.
Yeah, it's due to a lot of that
The
burn
series.
he had to do at the top here. Looks like he's pumping himself up there, but we kind of said something to himself. And he's, you can see he's like, all right, I'm getting ready. Enough of the fooling around. 538, still a great score, Bidwell, as we go right into transition. 564 is his score. Jeffrey, 7 lines to play with. He'll see the bars shortly.
Knowing transition's coming. Jeff's burning it down. It's so critical to have your board in a good state at 19, and here it is. Had that board been higher up for Jeff Moore at that point when his speed increased, that would have been a quick top out. Still waiting for that bar, though. Jeff Moore, this is uncomfortable. Oh, Sharky's going to top out at 600,000. Jeff Moore needs a line. Gets the line. Gets it over. Oh, he needs a couple more. King, can he get it? Can he get it, King? Is he going to... Oh, no! Oh, Jeff is not going to see this until a moment later, but it was in the bag for him on that chase down. Oh, no.
Both players suffer that insane P sequence at the transition, both having struggles there, and that'll do it. 597 for Jeff. Sharky had a 600K. Sharky thought it was over, so he did the reset. But Jeffrey unable to catch that score. And now we will go to 2-1 in favor of the Shark. Man, that is just unfortunate there, Bidwell. I mean, the hardest part there was that Jeff was kind of waiting for the bars to show up on that 18 before the transition. It never came until he closed the well, and that really slowed him down. If he had gotten that Tetris there, he would have had it.
Easy. Plus, I think the broadcast delay, he might have not known that he only needed 600,000, or he might have been a little more cautious in that level 19, level 20 time. But that's kind of the pitfalls of playing online. You just aren't going to give real-time information.
Sharky, no, not bad P sequence. I held up early shifted. Well, I mean, that contributed to it, but the pieces that came, first of all, you guys were getting kind of droughted right at the transition. That didn't help. And then on top of that, that early shift with the P sequence that came after was never going to work. So it is untimely, we can call it. An untimely P sequence.
Still, when a sloppy game goes past transition, that's, that's season 4 in a nutshell.
Jeffrey has CE on the seed. Shark has BD 74. Let me see if I can confirm where we started. The seed was 8A 7475. So if we count from there, Oh, it sounds like they resolved it already. All right. CE 7475, CE 7475. Yeah, we're good. It is CE. Well, players have CE, yeah. So we started with 8A, we go to 9B, and then we went to AC, and it is BD. Should be, let's see, BD then, right? This is game number 4? I'll go with CE. We'll go with CE, whatever. Maybe BD is bad, Bidwell. We don't want to do that.
Yeah, we went consumer edition.
Just confirm again that we have the correct sequence. CE 745. Yes. All right, players are ready to go. Bidwell, let's do it. Let's count it down for game number 4.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
CE 7475. I'm going to type that there so I can keep track, Bidwell, as a good host should.
So LT to start.
Oh,
players on the board. Sharky, when Sharky thinks setting up the Vits. When does the parody "Setting Up the Vits" sung to the tune of "Putting on the Ritz" come out by one of our young whippersnappers that like to make parody videos and smack talk promo videos?
It's a great question, Bidwell. I'm sure someone could be cheeky enough to go ahead and do something like that. But question is, what version would you put out there, Bidwell? Are you, a traditionalist and just take it for what it is, or are you a young Frankenstein fan and gotta have that version?
The Vits. Yeah, that'd be. I didn't even think about that. I was thinking like the cheese ball '80s version from, what was it, Taco?
Yes.
Is that who did that version? Yeah. I think that was a half-hit wonder. '80s pop group Taco. 119.98. We have an official game 4 now.
Been an intense series, Bidwell. The two players here have been going back and forth for 80-plus games now. This is our round number 10. This episode is titled No Surrender. I think it's fitting that both players continue their grind, even though Sharky is the official winner of the best of 99, that they never give up, never surrender. Players still looking for records to be broken. And Jeffrey looking for another max out to tie his record after King has done the statistics and double checked fact checked himself. Originally was kept saying Jeff only had 3, and now he has tied that, but found that he has 4 actually. He got 2 against Ben Mullen in season 2. He got 2 in one night, and then 2 in other rounds as well. So that led to 4. And King unfortunately did not catch that until I went through the books to make sure it all was copacetic, because we're going to have the stats coming up this Wednesday. You'll be pleasantly surprised to see how well these two players have done, what kind of records they're breaking, and certainly the gameplay that are taking the best of 99 into the future.
You're catching it now than after the fact on Wednesday, so good catch. 287, 288, so that's a 1,000-point difference, but Sharky might not be able to burn this. Playing this as well as you can, King. Jeff's going to take the lead with that Tetris. Sharky seems to have it under control. Maybe overshifted that. That might be it.
Yeah, absolute overshift. And you can see he's shaking his head. He knows not going to be able to do much after that.
There it is. Mr. Anderson, that is inevitable. We are tied 2-2. If Jeff Moore wants to take this to the house to try to max out, this is a pretty good game at 86 lines and 4-2,000.
Correct.
I think that's what you're playing for, King. I think you got to do it.
I think so. So Kim, let Jeff know if he'd like to mullen it out. He's trying to tie his max out record, 4 in a season. If he can do it, Now would be the time.
And look how aggressive that was, King. He could have taken the safety triple, but wanted to keep his Tetris stack available. It didn't work out, but that was the more aggressive play, knowing that he's going for the max out rather than just a win.
A little bit of a aggressive tuck over on that left side. Only burned one line, but this one
He
will
gets over,
burn
yes!
a triple. And Jeffrey starting to get out of this mess.
I mean, at 106 lines, he's still at 444. So even though he's been in it the past 20 lines,
And you can start seeing some push down too here, Bidwell.
yeah, vintage Jeff Moore, baby.
The Shark will get his warm up on the floor 4 mode. As Jeffrey has tied it up, it'll be 2-2. We're going to go to game number 5 before the break. So much like we've seen in previous rounds, Bidwell, it's good to see that Jeff has got a second win tonight. He's trying to delay the inevitable of Sharky breaking his record. Shark needs 5 wins tonight, so he's down to magic number 3, Bidwell. 5 wins will get Sharky to 66, and he'll break Jeff's record of 65. Jeff did it twice, both in seasons 2 and 3.
563 transition for Jeff Moore. Fantastic. He's got 19 under control at the bottom of the screen. Let's see what plays out for the next 100 lines. Maybe there's something to this, King, about Sharky being the night owl. This is early for him. Probably got up at 2 o'clock. This is,
I guess depending on what he would tell me, because he did send me a correspondence about 7 a.m. his local time when we were chatting about something, and I was like, oh, I wonder if he got any sleep, or is he just waking up?
Was that waking up or going to bed?
He's
Oh, those days.
He is not a degen. Confirmed. Oh, Jeffrey.
Oh, nicely done, Jeff. 686. Needs a line. He's starting to get a little dicey there on the left. And he gets out of it, but still needs a line. Still the drought. Oh, nice play. Get it over, kick! Get it over! Yes, he can! The board's hosed. 719. This is still doable. Thought it was out of control, King. That was going to do it, though. We were all rooting there.
Held out a long time for a bar that never came until the last second. He was able to get it over and then got another one. But that board was quite messy. I can't go any further, but a nice score for him to at least add to his stat total of the 700s that he's had in this series. And like a pro, Bidwell, he's already ready to go. Doesn't need to shake anything off. We are tied
2-2.
He doesn't need to shake anything off. He doesn't say, let me go take a 10-minute break. He's ready.
What's our last game coming up here right before the break? Sharky never wakes up past 12:30. That's dedication.
I like to hear that.
Rockstar hours.
And the Rockstars, they're about to begin game number 5. Go ahead, Bidwell. Let's do it before the break.
3, 2, 1, Tetris. Hey, you're only young once. it's okay.
Not gonna lie, I feel like I can relate to Sharky. When I was young, I never was really a degen either. I think the latest I ever slept in Bidwell was maybe till like noon, I guess. I don't think I've slept anything past that aside from like pulling an all-nighter for school.
Yeah, all night. Well, I had a second shift job for a while at a call center, so I was on that weird schedule for a while. 456. Worked at a call center for CompuServe, remember them?
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
How are they doing these days?
They're still in business somehow. I don't know what the hell they do. But you know how some of these corporate IPs exist. Look at this dirty Tetris setup here. Jeff looking to get past 100,000, and oh, he's not quite there. Next clear should do it. Oh, he's going hard. He wants another dirty Tetris. He's gonna get it plus the transfer. Perfectly done. And 13 more points and another non-false start. So we will be hitting the break here soon. 123, 123. 2-2. So you take out the first 81 games. This is a dead heat.
Bidwell using the AEW rating statistics, I guess, right? Take out, if you only count the beginning and the end, they're doing great. A little bit of a neck alert.
I fear for my life.
Oh, each and every week.
It never gets old for me. But Sharky here. In a dick situation, it's under control, but Jeff has already had 214, 152. This could be a dirty setup, but Sharky wisely burns it down. Like, nope, I can take this first dirty setup. He doesn't need a dirty Tetris complex here. One's enough.
No, certainly not. And knowing Sharky, he doesn't want to give another one away to Jeffrey.
No, he doesn't. Need something to fill that in on the right. Just the pieces just aren't agreeing. And Jeff is taking advantage now, up by 100,000 points. There's finally the dirty Tetris for Sharky. That's why you don't play dirty. The leeway for mistakes is a lot lower. And the potential to top out or earn a lot more lines than you're comfortable with. Always play at the bottom whenever possible.
239 for Sharky, 318 for
So
Jeff.
Sharky. Sharky, that's not a Vitz.
No. But it's a C-spin coming up, yes. And then an overhang for a T, if you'd like. They'll do the J-spin for a delay.
Or that.
Turn. Yeah, it's a very cheeky move from the Shark. He's kind of pulling out all the tricks tonight, Bidwell.
Kind of needs him down.
They're kind of playing tried and true.
But that's not helping either, King. Wow. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, this is so tough!
Oh, okay. That's the
away.
first game since Series 9 that there's been a on-transition for Jeff.
Yeah.
I have to go back and see how far that went, but that's quite the streak. So Sharky just needs 369, like you said, to get that win. But Sharky wants those maxes, so see how he plays this out. Not where he wants to be because of all that trouble he had earlier.
He also, there we go. That Tetris will do it. He was behind by 200 points there, so gotta wonder. I was like, oh, will he make a mistake? But you know, he's not going to do that. Sharky's too good to allow for silliness like that to happen. He will take game number 5. It'll be a 3-2 lead as we're going to go into the break momentarily. We're going to see the Shark, see if he can get the max out. Looking for number 13 in the series for him. He is the all-time leader now in max outs. 4 was the all-time number, so correction from the King. He was touting 3 as the all-time number for a season. And fact-checked to make sure we are copacetic when we do the stats this coming Wednesday. But no question about it, Shark is the all-time leader. No debate there. Thank you for the follow, Tetramino FR1 for following. That's a pretty cool name, Bidwell.
Not bad. But just under 500,000 transition for Shark, so great recovery. He wasn't at an optimal pace with all that digging he was doing earlier. But I think he can, if he maintains this board health, he could get that bell rung after all here in game number 5.
And
A little spiry.
considering that his board in that 18 play wasn't immaculate either, he had some tremendous digs and moves to get out of. He has the potential to max it out, but let's see what he can do. Wisely does not throw those long bars to the left. It's way too high. He needs like an L. He wanted
he got
the L.
something over there. Oh, the swimming. Pool is open.
Game just not. He doesn't need an L now, but the game wasn't giving it to him when he needed it. Now there it is, and that'll do it. 600,000 is the final score for the Shark. Another tough one there, Bidwell. Early shifts at killing.
Yeah, good. I mean, not as great as last week, but we were kind of wondered how Sunday would play out versus a typical Wednesday, and we have a close one, 3-2. Sharky 2 wins away from that record, but Jeff could block that in these final 4 games coming up after the break. So stay tuned.
Certainly stay tuned. And once again, Bidwell up here. There it is. I got to figure out why that keeps doing that. There's that handsome devil. He's got his cap on and let you know that he's a yard. What was that? A yard goat?
Yard goat. Yeah.
Hartford. Hartford yard goat fan. So Bidwell, as you were kind of talking about just moments ago, that not up to par with the last week that we saw, which is probably the best series we've seen out of all seasons. But game 1 was still fire. Double 900Ks from both, and then you see there's been some struggles with the DAS control. The early shifts from Sharky tonight definitely starting to affect him, perhaps mentally. Jeff, you can see some struggle on that 19 play too. Early top out here on 18. Well, what do you see in the second half, Bidwell? What are the players going to look to try to change up?
Jeff's going to probably reconvene, maybe get some warm-ups here in 19 and handle that transition a little bit better. He just hasn't, after that first game, he hasn't really been able to handle that hump. Sharky's, he's still getting the wins, but he just hasn't clicked yet. And once it clicks, every time he's kind of felt like he's off, he's always turning on the second half and kind of blown Jeff out later on. So that could be the game plan tonight for the rest of the series. I don't know what they do during these brief breaks, if he's just going to play some more floor four, or seashore. But whatever his plan was in previous weeks, as long as he repeats that, I think he'll be fine.
We'll see what happens. Shark, as you mentioned, has been the GOAT at the second half of these things. He's really run roughshod over Jeff. He is 2 wins away, Bidwell. 2 more to go for the Shark in order to claim the all-time record of wins. Jeffrey going to have the best deflect of all time in order to deny that, but Jeff more so looking for max out number 4 to tie his all-time record. So lots to see in the second half. But of course, Bidwell, we got to talk about something else with our good friend of the show that we always discuss about, because it's pretty much sponsored the best of 99 all season long, and this is the best of 5. The Class of Tetris Champions is a 5-episode documentary about the CTWC history. We talk about it every single week because it is important to note why you should watch this. It tells the tale of the 2014 World Championships, gives you the stories, gives you the personalities, lets you see the people behind the controllers, and really, Bidwell, I've enjoyed watching that series. I was very fortunate enough by Higgins to get an advanced copy to watch that, and obviously he's got episode 6 available that you can get at the best-of-5movie.com, or you can watch the 5 episodes for free over at youtube.com at Chris Higgins Films. And Bidwell, I gotta ask, the Blu-ray is available now for all to get. Have you opened that sucker up?
I have not put it in my player, no. I watched the digital version, and the signed copy is going with my signed copy of Ecstasy of Order and some of my other video game documentaries I've collected over the years, and it's well placed amongst those giants of movies that have propelled my career. Like, when I saw Ecstasy of Order back in the day at a hotel bar with Ben Mullen back in 2011, it got me into this scene. So maybe this movie will get other people into the scene or get people interested in the history of this scene. And, 100 years from now, that movie will still be here and greatly telling the story of Harry Hong and his run in 2014.
Well, certainly.
To
so if you
finally
like to...
get that off his back.
Absolutely, yeah. So if you want to check it out, it's available now at youtube.com/@CriticandFilms. If you want to own the media for yourself, you can get the digital download at best-of-5movie.com, along with all other info, merch, and bonus features. Episode 7 in the works. It will definitely be the final episode. So if you buy the digital version, you'll get that. Or you got the Blu-ray, then you can enjoy that in the comfort of your own home by the nice fireplace. I'm sure Bidwell will be cranking it up at some point. For those that are not aware, there is a teaser trailer that you can check out. We play it every single week, and it never gets old for me. I love seeing it. Check it out. We'll be back with an ad break, and then the rest of the Best of 99, the second half, will commence. BRB.
This is a story about people who play Tetris on the original Nintendo console. A game so hard, it took 15 years for anyone to get videotape of a million-point game. A game so tough, you lose every time.
I didn't know if I was ever going to have a chance to win.
I was getting my butt kicked every day at Tetris.
I think universally people have that feeling where they're like, I'm done with this game.
This is a story about a tournament designed to find the best Tetris player in the world.
I recently got some nerve damage in my arm, and it was suggested to me that I not play Tetris for a while, but that.
Getting frustrated, literally tears of frustration, I remember that.
You can't be self-conscious of what you're doing, where you're letting the piece tell you what to do. And if you start trying to exert any real control over the action, beyond just asking that piece, tell me where to put you, it's like you've stepped out of the zone and it's over for you.
A competition to decide once and for all whose skills, whose talents, whose performance under pressure could defeat anyone.
There are situations where nothing is good. Everything is a bad move, but you have to ask yourself, what's the least bad move?
Obviously, I was not done playing Tetris.
If I face Bo, I'll kill him, and I'll feel really bad about it again.
Let's get into our first match here. I'm excited. Let's do some commentary for some classic Tetris matches. Oh no, and then just a bad drop right there.
But this isn't a story just about victory. This is a story about not giving up.
It's gonna be close. Staying alive, but barely. Oh, I don't know if it's gonna... It looks like we have a champion! It's a Tetris World Champion 2014.
All right, so we're back now for the second half of the best of 99. Players are getting their warm-ups in, and much like Bidwell said, thought maybe Jeff would get some 19 runs in, and that's what he was pretty much doing there. So we'll see if that makes a difference in the second half. We've noticed that Sharky has come out strong when we do the comeback from the break. Jeff will look to try to change that, maybe get a couple more wins. Again, he's looking to deny Sharky to get to 5 wins tonight. Sharky gets to 5, he will officially have the all-time record of wins. Sharky came into tonight with 61 in the season over Jeff's 20. Sharky just needs 4 to tie, so 1 more will be the tying number. 2 more wins will take the all-time record. Shark asking for the seed. It is E0. Thank you, Kim.
I think Jeff has commandeered Kim's phone.
Oh, that's right. She's busy making spaghetti and meatballs. I forgot. You can see that in the background there. All right. Players are ready to go, Bidwell, so let's go ahead and get them counted down for game number 6 on the evening.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All the phones are mine.
But anytime I message Jeff, it's really Kim. Oh, that's great.
Ooh, a 19 start. That was accidental.
So go ahead, Jeff. Go ahead. There you go. T and the S confirm that we are the correct seed anyway. Just Jeff's T and the Z were a different color than Sharky's for a second there, but we're fine. Because he's laughing
Totally
it
unfair
up.
advantage.
He's laughing it up, Bidwell. He's laughing it up. He knows.
First time that's ever happened. See, it's still a night of firsts, King.
It is, yeah. That's what's special about this series, Bidwell. You think that 99 games, you're going to see the same old stuff over and over? You get something new every single week, and we're coming down to the final. This is it, Bill, the final week. After tonight, 1 more game to go. And as we say every season, Bill, it's always sad to end this thing because it's so much fun. You get to see some of the old guard, you get to play. So the past few seasons, we've had Ben Mullen, Alex Kerr, Jeffrey. It's been such a treat to get to watch them, and you know, we're gonna see who's coming up next. If the Shark does decide he wants to return to defend the crown, what would be the next opponent? Certainly
a teaser for Wednesday.
Maybe, yeah. You know,
maybe. Okay.
Maybe, but I know the Shark has certainly set his sights on a potential rematch with someone in the Far East. He has been looking for that for 2 years. 2022, Sharky, Green Tea. Honestly, one of the best friendly matches of all time. Exciting 5th game where Green Tea maxed out to edge Sharky. It was crazy, and Sharky's been kind of thinking, man, if I could just get another chance at him. Who knows, Bidwell? Maybe he might have 99 chances.
Well, we have another official game, King. And Sharky here with the lead 197-176. Little sawtooth board on Jeff's side, but he's going to make that a perfect slope. Get in the scoring position. And so I don't. If you have food cooking in the background, how does that affect your Tetris game?
Oh,
my game room is in the basement, so I don't really ever have that sensation of smelling food being prepared while I'm playing.
Oh, I can.
That's got to change your focus.
I can answer that for you, Bidwell. I can definitely answer that for you, because as people know, maybe you're not aware, Bidwell, but as people know, the King has an alleged max out. He maxed out the game back in November of 2022 on Thanksgiving night. And the King was down in the basement playing his game. We were streaming for a little bit, and then kind of terrible game, so I decided I'm going to call it a day. But then the turkey wasn't ready, and I figured, let me go find something to do. All right, I'll go back on playing the game. Did not start the stream over, did not hit record on the setup. And immediately, I believe it was probably a game or two afterwards, 999 on the board, and that's because I smelled the delicious turkey getting cooked, Bidwell. The aroma just found its way down to the basement into my nasal passages, and the next thing I know, those nines were on the board, and I was a very angry man. I was very angry.
Somebody call Hallmark and make a holiday movie out of that synopsis.
We should.
That's Hollywood level script writing there, King.
That is. Yeah, the quest for the max out recorded, much like the quest for Jeffrey to not top out here, he will get the bar to get some saving grace. That left side could be problematic if he doesn't get good burns. We gotta follow.
Got that over the left. There's a bit of a delay in his shift, and
yeah,
that's a pretty dang clutch. So Thanksgiving coming up. I mean, is he just repeat the process?
Well, clearly that hasn't worked out last year. So
Last year, okay.
we'll have to try again this year. Came close. I came close earlier this morning, Bidwell.
What's your PB since the max out?
I guess that'll be today's score in a cop match this morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. 993, Bidwell.
Oh Lord! Oh, the worst.
Yeah, but I was pretty happy with it though.
That was a match. You probably took that win.
I did, yes.
Yeah. See, that's the crowns, the hearts.
And to note, Bidwell, it was self-commentaried, so.
Oh.
I might be up there with Sharky now. Self-commentary world record.
Look at that unconventional metal well Tetris for Jeff Moore. 494, 515 for Shark. So strong games out of the gate post break, as we predicted. 498 transition for Jeff Moore. Has it under control with the early Tetris in 19 speed. 543 Sharky, so he's got the one Tetris lead and a bit even in lines. We're good.
Jeffrey coming out hot in this level 19 play. Got about 3 Tetrises, it looked like. Wisely threw that T all the way over, even though it blocked the well. It was a smart move.
Oh, just got the line to the left. You just know what your limits are. That's the beauty of DAS. Just knowing, like, you're completely in tune with the controller. You know the physical limitations. You just feel it and you just let it go.
No bar at the moment on level 21. Both players feeling it. Wow, still no. Finally, the bar on Jeffrey's side. The one for Sharky too. Shark at 668, Jeff at 628. He's starting to make the comeback here, Bidwell.
Yeah, well, he had to cover as well, though, so that comeback attempt might be clotheslined here. Jeff back in scoring position, knocks it down, 662, 700, so about a Tetris and a half, roughly, lead here for Sharky. As we are in level 24 now, halfway through the 19 phase. Since we call 100 lines the turn, I suspect when you have caliber players like this, 200 lines can bring out the horse racing reference. And down the stretch they come. That's hokey.
I'm sure Vandy will love to hear that one.
Yeah, I put so much energy into it.
Touches for Jeff. He goes to 763, but then he can't get that. I think it was a T piece over to the left.
Limited his options over there, King.
He's trying to fill out that left side, be able to allow him to just break it down. Does get a nice J.
He does it.
He's lost pace to Sharky now.
He's gonna lose all that. Yeah, exactly. All that pace.
Nice little spin there from Jeffrey. He's filling in all those holes nicely. And he's got an actual board that is nearing Tetris readiness, but with 17 lines left to go. Sharky, 863 at Tetris to go to 896. Now about a 100,000 point lead in favor of him. Jeffrey gonna build dirty.
Dirty. Oh, gets it, but sells out with the square.
Yeah, the square didn't make it over for him. Get some more burns. Sharky nearing max out. Long bar should do it for him. Jeffrey also same thing, looking for a bar. Sharky has the max. And Jeffrey will finish at 871. Great game, Bidwell, coming out of the break.
Fantastic. So that's what's the total now for Sharky? Is that 12?
That's 13 max outs now for
13.
him. The unlucky 13.
We just had Friday the 13th, so pay your homage.
Excellent game there, Bidwell, from both players. Wow, that was
and
pretty intense.
It was strong and a lot of saving, a lot of digging out, a lot of survival. It wasn't just your typical, cruise to 1,000,000 points without much danger. There was some drama there. So we are on the precipice, King. 1 win away for Sharky to take that game 66 and that overall record.
They are.
Could it be done here?
Could it be done here indeed? They are ready to go, Bidwell. Crucial game number 7 as we hit the final third of tonight's best of 99. Go ahead and do the honors to count them down.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
It is quite intense. Jeff.
Not a single comment in a while.
No, I think
terrible horse stuff is threw everybody away.
Yeah, I blame you, Bidwell.
Sharky blamed me last week for the commentator curses, so why not? I'll take the blame. That's my job.
And a fine job you do at that, so thank you. Did get some GGs. We got Job and T in the house. And, of course, Vince is here. Bidwell, he does not ever miss an episode of the Best of 99, so good to see him.
See the boss? Can't wait to see him in Portland.
We got the boss here.
Or 7170 right now. Jeff needs to open up as well, and he does. And now we are on the precipice of yet another clean start. Interesting that Jeff has not been pressing down all night. So it's not just the glasses, it's the attitude of the glasses. He's more studious while he wears the specs. Little less aggressive in his Tetris gameplay. And it has paid off pretty well last week and this week. Not in the win totals, of course. But definitely in that average score and the length of the games. And Sharky's in the groove over on his side.
Yeah, I would certainly agree with your assessment there, Bidwell, on that. I think the takeaway for Jeff is that he's playing a top contender for the Jonas Cup. He's keeping up with him. And when you're playing online is one thing, Bidwell, but when you play live, it's a whole different experience. These two know exactly the atmosphere that you're going in. And I got to think that when we go and watch matchups like this, where you're going back and forth on that level 19, the speeds are so fast, and the movements and the precise decisions that they have to make, it's gonna really get the crowd moving and grooving. And these two veterans certainly are familiar with hearing that against maybe players that for the first time are going out to a live event and not prepared.
When we had the COVID years of CTWC in 20 and 21, we had a whole crop of new players whose first experience in competition were those online years when they finally got out to live events to a T. Pretty much all of them, nice line spin, Sharky. To a T, almost all of them talked about the difference in atmosphere between a live event and online, and how almost all of them preferred playing in front of a crowd, playing with commentary, playing with pressure. It makes it almost a completely different sport, to be honest.
It definitely does.
Jeff's nice centerable Tetris for Sharky. He's closing that gap at 397, 318. Sharky, look at the camera at something.
Yeah, I think he's doing the screen checks to make sure where he's at with Jeffrey. Jeffrey 422 at 86 lines. Bidwell, tremendous. This is a tremendous game coming from him. Sharky at 342 through 82 lines. Jeffrey gonna be ahead in the line count, but the Tetrises continue to flow for him. He's at 469. Hey now, certainly can get the 500K within the next couple of Tetrises.
Got your boy Reed in chat asking if you missed any max outs. Sharky just had a max out 13 in the last game. To increase his existing record in the best of 99 series. Jeff Moore did have a 900,000 game in game one. Didn't quite get the eyeing max out number 4 for him. That hot start is kind of evaporated here, King. Jeff Moore's in cleanup mode. Oh, nope, that's a triple. He's going to set up dirty. He's not going to set up dirty. He's going to clean up. He knows he has the lead, 492, 429. So take those extra burns to get clean, especially with 10 lines left to transition. And Sharky's got his board under control. And it looks like, again, we will have 546 transition for Jeff.
Sharky get this Tetris. He can.
Sharky almost taking this all the way back. Yeah. As I was going to say, that's impressive. 522. But as you said, he was waiting for the Tetris, but took the single line to cross over.
Yeah, so
an important thing, a transition, obviously.
Yeah, about Tetris going to the transition, so it's anybody's ball game. As mentioned, Bidwell, this is the one.
Sharky's got the sweat going. And Jeff just calm, cool. He's been feeling this groove. Maybe not as good as last week, but definitely above average for this series, this season. Once we get those stats next week, we will probably see that play out in the numbers. 651, 594. Jeff Moore still in the lead, but also has the one level disadvantage.
Yeah, I think seeing this rejuvenated Jeff, as you said last week, has been wonderful to watch, but also wonderful to watch the Sharky. This quick tap of that shift of the square, problematic. He's running out of room, Bidwell.
Something left. And that's going to do it. Jeff Moore takes his third game, but he needs to mull in this one.
So you heard Bidwell there, Jeffrey. You have taken game number 7. You will delay Sharky from breaking your record for another moment. Sharky tied with Jeff for the all-time win record of the series. The best of 99, Jeff doing it twice. 65 wins in seasons 2 and 3. Sharky's already reached the 65th win tonight. And
nice dirty Tetris. Jeff Moore.
A shift there of a square for him. He's got about 28
lines
left
to go.
Yep.
We simul-math.
Well, that's how in sync we are, Bidwell. You know, we've been doing this a long time, so you and I are like sharing the same brain now.
I apologize in advance.
Oh.
But he has been in cleanup mode, and no, that's going to do it. But win number 3 tonight. We got a match, so maybe the gameplay isn't as high as last week's, but the drama and the back and forth have been a lot of fun tonight. I think there was just a single match that did reach transition. So, pretty great series so far. We got a finale, games 8 and 9 coming up here. Still anybody's game, anybody's match tonight.
See Sharky getting those quick taps worked out. Level 19. 4 rows up. Man, how does he do it, Bidwell? It's crazy.
We are ready to go with game 8 once Sharky's ready to finish his warm up there.
He wanted that Tetris. You can see he really was.
Yeah.
Waiting. It's like, come on, give it to me. No bars, man. F1.
I just jumped over to Twitch to see our viewership. We got 70 people watching on a Sunday night, so thank you very much for joining us off schedule.
Jeffrey says he has 0-2. Sharky's on F1. So 0-2 it is. Am I double incrementing? I don't even know. I kind of lost track. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of lost track. I'm doing a bad job. All right, players are ready to go. Bidwell, we are going to play. I know they have the same P sequence, so that at least is a bonus. This is game number 8, Bidwell. Game number 89 in the series. Count them down. Big one at that.
Here we go. Could be a record point here for Sharky. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And while we're promoting things, I don't do this too often, so I hope I'm not out of line too much, but we did just open up pre-registration for the Dr. Mario Championship in Columbus, Ohio at the Torg Retro Gaming Expo on November 2nd and 3rd. There is no entry fee as long as you are a paid customer of the Torg Expo. You are free to enter this tournament. We've doubled our initial prize pool to $2,000 now, and then there will be a matcherino on top of that. The link is in the Twitch chat if you'd like to pre-register and pick a time to qualify on Saturday the 2nd. So thanks for allowing me to talk about that ever so briefly at the beginning of this game 8.
No problem, because I was almost concerned that Jeff was about to top out there, but Lombard showed just a nick of time. He got him over barely.
I wouldn't want to be blamed for topping Jeff out with dumb old Dr. Mario chalk. That's a triple there.
If he did, I would have to ban Dr. Mario references going forward.
Yeah. Maybe I'll have a slide for you for next for Wednesday.
I was gonna say, if you guys get Larva to work on that. Come on now, what you doing? He's too busy eating crab cakes and watching the Orioles try to make the playoffs. Come on.
Yeah, she's a Nationals girl. She cannot stand the O's, but
I know that's kind of our running.
You're trolling her. I see what the kids are doing. All right, I got another official game.
So we will get a result in this one. Jeff looking to stave off Sharky from reaching the inevitable of passing his all-time record of 65 wins. Sharky looking to surpass it and then smash it into the stratosphere to set the bar for the future. Bidwell, do you think we're going to see somebody hit 70 wins? And obviously Sharky most definitely could do it, but then if he sets that goal of 70 wins in a season, what kind of candidate, you don't have to name a name, but what kind of candidate would be able to kind of match something like that?
I mean, You're Mr. Booker, man, so it's a tricky question. I mean, you could put me against Sharky, and Sharky you would get 99 wins, obviously. So it's a little bit of a loaded question, but with the person that you were talking about potentially playing next season, I don't see how you could beat that man 70 times plus out of 99 games. But the DAS style just is more there's less consistency, let's put it that way. It's not bad, but with the rolling you kind of have a general idea of a pecking order, and the prediction rates tend to work out more consistently versus these DAS games where the mistakes amplify and end games quicker, therefore adds that element of randomness quicker. And that consistency of 70% win percentage against who you thought was the same tier or close to same tier opponent. So it's a difficult question, but who you have lined up for next year, I don't see it happening. But with a player like Sharky, if he keeps grinding like he does this year, who knows what'll happen against next season. But 369, 381, and with that Tetris, Jeff does take the lead, and I apologize for my rambling there.
I don't apologize. I think that was a great, concise opinion that you have put together there, because I have to agree, right? You're looking for a player that would have to be of equal caliber to the level of a Sharky or greater, which is very difficult to say these days, because Sharky can be considered the gold standard of DAS players. So you really need someone of his skill level, and then even higher consistency than him to rack up 800, 900 Ks, because that's what Sharky's been doing. When we look at the stats, you see the percentage of how many times he's been able to get those numbers, and in some cases they've been due to the mulleting. In other cases, he's had to legit go to those numbers in order to win the match, because Jeff has been no slouch. He's been giving Sharky a run for the money at certain games. So this has been a great series to kind of tell the story of where we're at with the DAS play style, and it's rejuvenation. People were basically calling it dead Bidwell, and the resurgence, the renaissance of this beautiful art form. And we're going to see it culminate in just 2 weeks.
Speaking of beautiful, look at these scores at 120 lines. This is game of the night potential.
Kind of goes without saying that both
I know, I said it.
They don't want to lose this one, right? There's a lot at stake, especially for Jeff. He wants to kind of hold on to that a little bit longer. I mean, again, it's kind of inevitable at this point. You don't kind of see Sharky getting swept out the rest of the way to not reach that goal, but Jeff's not going to go down without a fight. Here we go, Bidwell, level 19 for Jeff.
585 transition. Tremendous. And Shark's going to do even better with a 616. I like it when the games of the night are later in the series than at the beginning. I like that upward climb as the games progress through the series. Both players under control so far at 19 speed. Tetris for Jeff, 648, 674. Sharky with the lead by about a Tetris. Has 2 lines, and Sharky doesn't fill in the column 9. He decides to fill in dependencies on the left instead. It works out for him.
Jeffrey, wow, look at that, Bidwell.
Body English, 705, 704. Here we go, neck time. King, I just got the biggest smile on my face watching this.
Tremendous game being played right now, Jeffrey. Lombard engage, Tetris for him. We'll go to 761, Sharky at 763. Some of the tightest games that we're going to see in this series, and this one means a lot, Bidwell. Absolutely, a lot on the line for this game number 89. Pride. Records.
Sharky's in cleanup mode right now. It's the perfect piece to fill in that dependency. He's in scoring position, knocks down the Tetris. 826, 808. Level 24. Amazingly high scores for this point, but both players
Jeff.
trying to clean up.
Oh my word. What a quick tap from Jeff to get the
So much.
bar over. That was insane, Bidwell.
So much weight on his well. He's got to get this down. Let me get something left, King. It's the piece. Can't get it over. Oh, no. Not like this. Not burn. He's trying. He gets it over, but not flipped, and that's going to do it. 841. Sharky. I don't want to say 1.1, King, but this is within his reach.
Curse him,
With
Bidwell.
this
He's gonna get
Mullen.
mad at you.
I know, but it's here. It's in front of my face. I can't deny its existence.
Sharky has won the game, 974 to Jeff's 841. That was a hell of a run. Another set win for the Shark, and he has also now taken the all-time record from Jeff, 66 wins in a season. Congratulations to you, Sharky. Another record achieved in the Best of 99 series, and a max out already here on level 27 to see what he can finish up with.
Man, give him the dang line game. Oh, no. He's fighting, King. He's fighting. Oh, my goodness. The biggest disappointing one. Oh, my word. He hit 1,000,000 points and then just a wall of drought. But that is the most disappointing 1,000,000 point game Sharky will probably play.
Certainly, yeah. A player that gets a 1.015 score and you have a sad face like that kind of tells you exactly the goals that he has set for himself. So tremendous game from both. That was an exciting finish. Exactly what we wanted to see when the stakes were on the line. Another max out for Shark. That's number 14 for him. He has 2 tonight to add to his all-time record and continue to just keep that climbing, baby.
All right, final game of the set. We're in gravy time. You know, some people call it garbage time, but I think gravy time is way more appropriate because gravy's delicious and completely extra.
Jeff said accidental start. It's fine, Jeff. I don't think you're gonna remember the seed, but it's fine. Whatever. 24, 74, 75, 24, 74, 75. That is the seed players. That's what we're going to go with. They have the readies. Midwell, this is game number 90. After tonight, just one more leg of 9 to go. We are at the home stretch. As you said, down the stretch they come. Count them down for our final game of the night.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
T and the Z to start us off on Jeff's side. T and the Z for the Shark. Confirm that the pieces are the same. And potentially the final game of the night, barring any early tops. Sharky had one earlier this evening. So in the last, well, you know what? I'll wait till we get to the confirmation before I say it. Right? We don't want to curse anything.
I don't know.
Oh, wait.
That's my job.
I will, yes, that is your job. I will bite my tongue for the moment. Wait for our heroes.
That's a tremendous muscle that takes a lot to chew through.
Nope. Well, there you go. A lot of chewing I can do too.
I score 68-4.
We have a question here in the Twitch chat from Yaz Mr. Glass. Is Joseph Okorion still playing Tetris? And the answer is no and not really. For the two-time world champion Joseph Saley, he has kind of put that in the past. He has moved on with his career. He has found other interests as young men do, and we wish him all the best, and hopefully we'll see him back down the road. Bidwell, I'm sure there'll be opportunities for him to at least make an appearance and whatnot. So we would welcome back with open arms. As for Corian, he's been busy preparing for a event that they're doing in Japan. I think it's called RTA, something like a score attack. I don't know what the exact verbiage is, but it's called RTA, where basically they're doing like a number of different games, speed running and scoring, high scores and whatnot. So he's preparing for that right now, and he does still dabble into Tetris, just not playing at the competitive level these days.
He certainly pays attention. I follow him on Twitter. He'll post about accomplishments in CTWC broadcasts and the like. So it's one day I hope to see all of Team Japan, honestly, Green Tea, SQR, some of the other newcomers who have picked up NES Tetris, which they did not get over in Japan. So it's coming to Switch here before the end of the year. So for a lot of Japanese players, this will be their first real exposure to the game, and maybe we'll get an influx of new talent coming in once they discover this version of Tetris that wasn't really widely available over there.
Yeah, that would be something we'd love to see more players from the Far East get a handle on that. We know some were starting to take up the rolling technique and trying their hand as long as it was the online event. We know Japan has hosted a CTWC event over there for their own regional event that Green Tea and Corian hosted. So they're still involved in some form or fashion, Bidwell, but just not at the high level competitive play that we were used to seeing them. And who knows, maybe one day they'll watch the Jonas Cup, and you never know.
Bucket list to get over there for. I can use the CTWC event as an excuse to get over there, but one of these days I'll make it over there. Tetris or no Tetris. So 421 Jeff Moore, 319 Sharky. So Jeff Moore, a tremendous lead here in game number 9. And after that great game number 8 where he was smoking up level 18 and then had that top out of level 26, 27 or so. He's following that up with another great pre-19 game. Sharky had a 6-16 last game pre-transition. He's not going to get that this time, but he's back under control. And we all know what he can do post-transition. Great solve from Jeff.
Policy Changes is in the house here. Bidwell is a phenomenal TEC player. Loves the classic Tetris score attack mode in that, and whipped my butt a number of times.
Of course, Enhance, one of our sponsors for Jonas Cup, also as well as CTWC in Pasadena. So I believe, not sure if Shen's going to be out there in Portland or not this year, but either way, thanks to our a shout out to Enhance tonight. 563, 114 lines, King. Jeff has saved the best for last.
You want to be the cheekiest thing here, Bidwell, is that Jeff is the one that gets the 1.1 in this series. And he's like, all right, Shark, you may have beaten me in everything, but I'm going to take this from you. Oh, my God.
That would be the biggest pain in Sharky's craw. Oh, my God. But first things first, you got to do it. But look at this. One more line, and Jeff Moore's going to transition to 637. That's the transition of the series, maybe? But either way, it's killer. But Jeff does have to get back to the bottom to score again, even with the 120,000 point lead. Because we know what can happen here if the board gets out of control. It's just an amazing 18, and then it's nothing on 19, and Sharky wins. So just like that, he gets the Tetris, but he's a little cheesed up. Sharky is under control right now, but he's still behind, 673 to 557, so 150,000 point lead. 120 now.
What was interesting there? Oh, what a quick tap from Sharky! My God. He really was holding out for the bar to maybe help him a little bit, but it doesn't show in time, so he's going to have to continue to just get burns across. Well will open, and there's the bar that he wanted. He slams it over. 599 for him, 706 for Jeff. Another Tetris for Jeff to go to 734 at 162 lines. He is cruising along after surviving a bit of a scare of a dig.
So glasses and Sunday nights, the keys for Jeff Moore if he were ever to return to his best of 99. This game from Jeff is one of beauty. He's at 799 at level 23, King. This is top notch. This is a 1%er for Jeff for sure.
I like that he put those long bars over to the left instead of trying to get aggressive. He knows he's playing. He has a good lead over Shark. About 100,000 points now. Sharky is making a bit of a comeback. He's eating away at the deficit.
This drought for Jeff Moore covers the well right before the line. He got it.
Oh my God. Oh, but he can't quick tap that one.
Oh no! And that's the difference between Das and Rolling. He was on a cruise, and now Sharky, he's at 840, 10,000 points to go. That would have been an all-timer, and Jeff was feeling it.
Yeah, just unfortunate.
Disappointing.
And there it is, Sharky with the quick tap, and then the Tetris right after. 869. Hey now, will claim victory again. Bidwell again. The final third of the game. 7, 8, and 9 just seem to be the Sharky zone. That young man right there just clutches up every time we go to the final third of these 9-game sets. And it's like Jeff just can't buy a win in the final leg.
One Tetris should be another max here. He's set up, waiting for it. Selling out a little bit, selling out a little bit. Bam! That's 3 tonight. My God. Is that the record for a series?
I believe he might have tied that. I think he's had 3 before. I'll have to go and check the stats. But yeah, pretty sure. I think he's had 3 in one night before. That's number 15 for him. Well done for the Shark.
75 bars. Wow. So Jeff was also on that crazy pace too. So the bars were just magically, placed in there. But fantastic games tonight again, guys, and I can't wait for the finale on Wednesday. Congratulations to Sharky on that all-time record. Gravy week coming up for Series 11.
Absolutely. Congratulations to Sharky. 6-3 tonight over the legend. Jeff continues to set records and is the all-time leader in the wins. He has 67 overall and coming close to getting to that 70 number. We'll see that this coming Wednesday. For now, let's ring the bell to call this one finito. We'll head on over to the winner stream like we always do. Winner screen, I should say. And transition on over to see the Shark. And I'll get him in frame in just a moment. He's kind of off to the side, typing away. There you are, Sharky.
And hide from King.
That's okay. We'll just put him there. Don't move, Shark, because if you move, it's going to ruin everything. But there you are. Congratulations on the win tonight. He's done it again. Bidwell just Mr. Clutch. Those every time, getting 7, 8, and 9 for every single series, aside from the first one. It's just like he's lights out. He does not give Jeff that advantage. Does not throw him away. And I think that's going to come out clutch for him. That the mentality right there, Bidwell, is going to give him the opportunity. Like if you're playing a best of 5 series and you're down 2-0 or you're down 2-1 and he knows it's time to clutch up, this is what's helping him get the mentality and the fortitude to succeed when we get to Jonas Cup in just less than 2 weeks away. GG's.
Hey, look at us.
We did it, Bidwell. We did it, man. We are 90 games in, 9 more to go. What is your overall take? Tonight, I know you said a little bit of, maybe not as high level as last week, but I think the guys certainly can put on the Jets when they can. Those last few games, pacing, maybe.
Sharky starts up that engine and there's no shut off. It just goes like a rocket. So if he knows that that's his play style, I'm sure he's professional enough. He knows how to handle a tournament, how much warm-up time he needs and how much prep time he needs. So maybe he can fine-tune those stats and use that to his advantage in a couple weeks to really have his A game ready to go. Take that inaugural Jonas Cup.
Absolutely. No, I think we're looking at 2 players that are ready to do the best they can to certainly meet expectations that they might have. For Jeffrey, the takeaway is that he can play with the big dogs. He's not going to get blown out. He's going to be competitive, and then when you're in that live setting, he has the advantage of being up there with the bright lights in your face and knowing what's at stake. He's been to the finals of the World Championship, so certainly he can make a run, and he'll be a sentimental favorite. For Sharky, you take these away as big-time wins, clutch wins when it counts, and the consistency he has, Bidwell, of getting to 7, 800, 900, max out, 15 max outs. I'll be honest with you, I don't think we were ever going to see something like that. I didn't even think we were going to break double digits, but here we are. 15 max outs in this series. Tremendous.
He's pushing 20% max out rate. That's incredible for Das.
And what'll be incredible is we'll see what happens on Wednesday night. One more day to go. The final week, round 11, is right around the corner. So make sure you all tune in, be here. We'll be on our regular time, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. And the legend, Chris Tang, will be here to call the match with Chris and I. I can't wait for it. The 3-man booth. The legendary Hatrisk commentators will give you all the Tetris you can handle and then some.
It'll be great. Can't wait.
What a night, Chris. What a night we've had is tremendous. And again, thank you so much for hanging out with me on a Sunday night. I'm sure you have other things to do, but hey, guess what? 9 o'clock. We're right on the dot. We made it. No overrun.
Professional.
We are a bunch of pros. I'd like to thank the viewers. I'd like to thank the viewers for watching. Of course, I got to pay out the prediction, so let's do that. Sharky, 71% favorite tonight, Bidwell. So congratulations to him on getting his followers some channel points. And certainly we look forward to seeing you all again coming this Wednesday for the grand finale.
Fast, you couldn't hear me say it.
Yeah,
all
exactly.
right.
Okay,
it is time to move it along. Let's go see what's happening in the world of Closet Tetris. We've got some games going on, Bidwell. Why don't we keep it up with DAS? People want DAS all the time. The DAS Championship League is going on right now. That's a new league that just got started. And what a shock. Dog, a contender for the Jonas Cup. He's getting his reps in too. He's playing the Somalian captain. We're going to head on over there and check that match out. That sounds like it's a good one. Make sure I typed it right. Dastress. There we go. All right, let's go on over and check that match out. That looks like it should be a fine one. For Chris Bidwell, this is the king of the restreams. We are signing off, and we'll see you Wednesday for the grand finale.